What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. Today, we're going to be talking about further information in regards to the data download that just dropped for Zoro and Alba. And I mean, I'm so excited for these two units. Both of them seem a lot of fun to use. But in this video, we're talking about the other side of this data download that isn't really pertaining to this Sugo Fest, but to two individual super evolutions is going to be arriving. The big one, obviously, the big character that everyone's going to be getting is Big Mom. Big Mom, obviously, is a character that has been out for quite a long time, and we were kind of interested to see what they were even going to do with this unit, because this is a very unique dual legend. So I guess we can do a quick breakdown as to what this character used to do. So this character says that if you have every type on the crew, you get a 1.75 increased damage taken, in turn getting a 2x health boost. So more damage taken, but more health, and 4x attack in their dual form. And every time you kill something, you heal back a total of your recovery back to the crew. So healing mechanics, take a lot of damage, a lot of HP, very odd type of unit here. And then you've got the special ability, which would give you a base attack boost for 1 turn. It will also give you the 3.5 times chain lock for 1 turn if you have 50% HP or more. So very basic, type of unit. But the big thing about this unit is the switch effect. Being able to remove this character's paralysis completely, give themselves a matching orb and a 1.5 attack and orb boost, and you can activate that every single turn. Every single turn, giving you attack and orb boost, giving them matching slot. This unit, like, by herself was able to just deal with a lot of mobs. It was a really fun unit to use for sure. Back in the day when Garp challenges were super common, this is a nice character to have to just deal with these like mini bosses every single turn. Nice to have a unit such as this. So, a very bare bones basic unit, but let's see what they've done with this character's super evolution. Now remember, this character is at max capacity, level limit break 5. This is as maxed as you can possibly get. So let's go ahead and break down each component. So the captain ability of the solo, you got Zeus and Big Mom, Prometheus and Big Mom, and then it goes to Zeus, Prometheus, and Big Mom. So it is interesting that they didn't put Hera instead of Zeus. So Zeus is still a part of this unit, which is kind of surprising. So Zeus and Prometheus are the solo captain. You get -2 cooldown to herself and -1 cooldown to the whole crew at the start of the quest. Increased damage taken 1.75, 2x HP, so that is the same. 4.5x attack, and heals the crew by number of enemies defeated by normal attacks multiplied by the crew's recovery at the end of the turn. Every time you kill something, you heal back your crew's recovery. Makes sense. And if every type is on the crew, and the crew is inflicted with paralysis, halves paralysis duration, ignoring the decimal, and reduces this character's special charge time by the number of turns halved. Very interesting. This is kind of like New Year's Legend Nami in a way, where it has the ability to remove paralysis in the captain, and however many turns you removed, you also get that back as in cooldown to this unit. So yeah, very interesting. And the solo captain of the other side, Prometheus, is essentially the same thing. This is exactly what they did with the original Big Mom. Both solo captains were the same, so no matter which one you switch to, you're getting the same effect, right? Now in their dual form, you essentially are getting the same thing once again, but instead of 4.5x attack, it's a 5x captain instead. But again, the rest of it is essentially the exact same. If you're inflicted with paralysis and you have one of every color on the team, then you can remove the paralysis and get cooldown off of that. It only removes half of the paralysis turns, but it's still pretty good. It's still pretty nice to have. And if you have double Big Mom, then I believe you can still remove all the paralysis. I don't know how the calculation works on that. Is it half and then half again? Or is it like whatever you're inflicted with, half are taken away from both Big Moms? Not really too sure how that actually works. Not too sure. Either way, Big Mom is very interesting in terms of her captain, but you do need to have one of every color on the team in order to get the best beneficial effects out of removing paralysis. So that may be annoying to deal with. Let's go ahead and have a look at this special. So it says this special can charge special over its max, which is essentially the exact same as Legend Nami. And it boosts the crew's base attack for 3 turns based on your HP when you launch the special. So if you have 200,000 HP, you can get a maximum of 2,000 base attack. And that's for 3 turns, by the way. And you get a minimum of 1,000. So it scales. If you got over 100,000, but below 200,000, it's a scaling factor. But still, up to a maximum of 2,000 is insane. This is the biggest base attack from a special that we've seen thus far. I'm pretty sure, to my knowledge. That's huge. becomes Zeus, Prometheus, and Big Mom for 3 turns, sets the chain multiplier to 3.5 for 2 turns, but it does add 0.25 for every 5 special charge over the max for a maximum of 4.5 times chain lock. That is incredible, dude. This unit can potentially give you up to a 4.5 chain lock, man. Redhead Shanks Pirates in the bin. Ever since that unit got that super evolution, everyone clowns on the Shanks crew unit for them essentially doing nothing with their chain lock. And now, like, you know, you had obviously Legend Jack, I believe, V1 Jack with his level limit break turned his chain lock into a chain boundary. You've got this Big Mom, which can potentially get up to a much higher chain boundary. But to be honest, I mean, you're not really going to be seeing up to a 4.5, you know, chain lock from this unit that often. I don't think you're really going to see that. It also extends the chain lock by 1 turn if 30 or more special charge over the max. So again, if you're able to charge it, then yeah, that's actually pretty cool that you can potentially get up to 3 turns, 4.5 chain lock, and a 3-turn 2000 base attack. It does seem pretty cool, but that's essentially all the special does. It's a pretty boring special, all things considered. Most of the time, it's going to be, you know, a 1000 base attack boost, 3.5 chain lock special. That's it. So it's actually kind of a disappointing super evolution, in my opinion. And yes, I know you can abuse it in ways to get the benefits of it, but to be honest, it's not a great special. It's just okay, in my opinion. It's not that great. Let's have a look at the switch ability, though, because I'm really excited. So completely removes paralysis, give himself a matching slot, 1.5 attack and all boost for 1 turn. It's the exact same switch. Now, you need to switch 6 times for their super switch, and it removes paralysis on themselves completely, then reduces the crew's paralysis duration by 5 turns. That is wicked. That is very good. I can already imagine using this character as a crewmate just for the switch effect alone. That's so good. Changes this character slot to Wano, and doubles the crew's attack and all boost for 1 turn. Super good. I mean, this is essentially like the same level of super swap as Roger Whitebeard, where, I mean, and I say that, but, you know, Roger Whitebeard does give you a full board of slots and then 2 times attack and all boost, but this does, you know, give herself a Wano slot, entire crew 2 times attack and all boost, but still removing paralysis on the crew by 5 turns. That is a really nice addition to this unit. So super switch is probably the best component of this kit, to be honest. That's the part that I like the most anyways. I guess we can briefly have a look at her Rumble kit. She was never really that great in Rumble to begin with. So let's see. Team attack level 7, HP up level 3, defense down level 2. So that's annoying. She literally reduces your crew's defense in Rumble. That's a really bad component. But then free spirit enemies, level 6 attack down. That has potential to be pretty good. I guess the Rumble ability, aside from level 2 defense down, it's actually pretty good. And then the special does a large frontal range 2 times attack, and then if you have 50% or more HP, targets your team for level 4 attack, and then targets psi enemies for speed down level 5. Not a great special. For charging 33 seconds and only doing 2 times damage, and, you know, you have a conditional potential buff and debuff, not a great kit. This character is not that great in Rumble. Unfortunately, I would have loved for this character to become a god tier Rumble unit, because unfortunately there aren't a lot of good Big Moms in Rumble. They really don't like to give a lot to Big Mom units for Rumble. So we really do need another good unit for something in terms of Rumble. But unfortunately, this character is not it. So I think it's honestly a pretty disappointing super evolution, especially as this is the super evolution that they've selected for anniversary month. I don't know. I think it's a pretty terrible idea. I'm not a really big fan of this unit at all, but we have another super evolution to talk about. And that super evolution is for the brand new free-to-play Kaido. And this free-to-play Kaido, this is going to be a character you can pick up the skulls from Kizuna Clash. And we knew that he was going to be super evolving for a while, but we just didn't know what he was going to do. And you could take a pretty good guess at what his buffs are going to be. He's essentially the same unit, but with just bigger numbers across the board. I'm actually a big fan of this unit. This is a very good free-to-play unit, and this is a good time to release a unit such as this, because obviously it synergizes well with Jack that just came out before the anniversary, but synergizes really well with the Legend Queen that just came out, and Legend Alba that is coming out too. This Kaido is just great synergy across the board for those units, for those people that don't have versus Kaido. Anyways, this Kaido is an int-driven powerhouse with a super type. His captain ability, -3 cooldown to himself, 1.5 attack, or 1.5 HP should I say, for Intent Driven, and then 4.75 times attack to Intent Driven, and then a 5 times attack boost if they have a Wano slot instead. And he also does, non-type damage, single target damage based on the number of perfects that you've tapped, essentially very similar to V2 Akainu. Like, the captain ability is pretty much the same, they've just given him higher numbers, pretty much the same stuff. And then when you use him as a captain, you get access to his super type, same conditions, -2 cooldown to himself, and then 2 times increased damage taken to all enemies for 1 turn. This was buffed. In his previous form, it was a 1.75 increased damage taken. Now it's 2 times, so it's just a bigger buff. It doesn't go through immunity, of course, but it's still nice that this is a free-to-play thing that people get access to, which is good. And then you have his special ability, which again is pretty much the same thing with bigger numbers. Int random damage 10 times, changes his own slot including block into Wano, and then driven characters get a 2.5 attack and orb boosting effect. This is crazy for a free-to-play unit. 2.5 attack and orbs? Say less, bro, say less. That's fantastic. In terms of crewmate abilities, you know, he gets an extra 300 base attack if he's the last character to attack, which goes in tandem very well with his final tap. At the final battle, when he has a Wano or an Int slot, 1000 base attack boost, so if he is a crewmate and hits last, then he can get up to 1300 base attack for free, which is good. And this is a character that you can get to level 150, so his stats are going to go through the roof. This is a really good free-to-play unit, I'm telling you. It's a very, very good unit. Support effect is the same as well, 1.5 times attack and orbs to driven and powerhouse characters when you use the special of King, Queen, or Jack. Super, super good. And then his rumble stuff, unfortunately, is really bad. This is where the character, you know, is kind of terrible. You know, just, he doesn't do much. Let's just say that. He doesn't really do a whole lot. But I'm a big fan of what they've done here. This is a great free-to-play unit for people to go ahead and use in tandem with King and Queen that have come out for that anniversary Sugo Fest. Once again, that is going to wrap it up from me. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the new 6+ Big Mom as well as the 5+ free-to-play Kaido down below in the comment section. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video today, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Other than that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.